facing the police every single day.
ELM march that they had here, did he help with that?
He did not.
Right.
He was the one who was responsible for charging him and getting license.
I would like to talk to him because I think I was the one. Actually, do you know who I am?
I don't.
I'm the one that ran Charlotte County Cop Watch for 10 years. I was the one pulling the records. I'm the one that pulled the records that found the sheriff is committing a felony, having a list of gun owners and illegally profiling them.
Wow.
And your state attorney, when I gave her the evidence, she's supposed to charge him. Do you know what she said? The list is not a list. Did you hear what I just said?
I heard what
she admits it's a list, but she said it's not a list.
Yeah,
so where's the equal justice?
Because we had meetings and stuff out here.
Right.
We went out to the station. We had meetings right here across the street.
Right.
We did cook out for the community to come, and they came and blah 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 blah.
Right.
Whole 9 yards.
Right.
Yeah, whole 9 yards.
I literally have customers that I clean for in I'll give you the cop watch.
Yeah.
I literally have customers that I clean for in PGI that tell me just because they have some black friends in PGI, you know, you got to be pretty well to do in PGI, right?
Yeah.
Driving all black, they still get pulled over. It's unbelievable. But now it's affecting everybody. Like I said, look what they did to me. 8 tickets for free speech, and then because I sued them twice, they put me in jail 30 days for free speech on a sidewalk.
Because, you know, when we were out there, the young lady, she was a white young lady, she says, my boyfriend lives over here.
Right.
Black neighborhood. And that was one of her complaints when we had the meeting over there. She says, it's unbelievable. I got stopped, I believe she said 8 times within the span of what? A month?
That's harassment.
Listen, she let it out. She let it rip over there, you know.
I do need to meet him because what is it? 2 years ago, I was the one that ran against the sheriff as a write-in, Andrew Sheets. I did. COVID ruined it. So I know, and you know, I wasn't going to win, but I knew the other guy that was running against him, so I'm the guy that they put in that could say the stuff he couldn't say. Okay, so COVID ruined it all. We couldn't do any meet and greets. And did you hear what the sheriff did too? He trespassed me and then put it all over TV and the news and the paper. How can Andy be sheriff if he's trespassed? You know what he just did again? You know what he just did again? Yes? Do you know what he just did again? Okay, after he put me in jail, I pulled the medical records because they gave me some shot. They claim it's TB. I didn't know. In jail. I did not ask to work in the kitchen. I found out later after getting my medical records. They said I was going to work in the kitchen. I didn't ask. They supposedly gave me a TB shot. I didn't ask. I didn't know I could deny it. I thought, you know, you didn't have any rights in jail, right? So guess what? Since I've been out, I have shooting pain from my hand to my arm. And when I tried to file a complaint with the sheriff, do you know what he did again? Trespassed me from all offices, including the sidewalk, including the swale. That's why I'm here. He did it. On a sidewalk. How do you trespass a public sidewalk? So here's a good news, sad news again. Again, to fight this stuff is expensive. Luckily, me and the wife are debt-free. We're not rich, okay? We're not rich, okay? And almost all the money's gone because it's insanity. To fight the illegal trespass. Guess how much that just cost me? $5,000 for an appeals lawyer. Actually, he's really good. You'd like him if you met my lawyer, Chris Cousin, out of Fort Myers. You'd like him. This is what we're doing. We're skipping Charlotte County Court, which is dirty, dirty, dirty. Yes, it is. I personally experienced it. Okay, all right. If you saw my court hearing, you would say kangaroo court. Anyways, we skipped the court. We're going straight to appeals court. We're going to try to change the trespass law because the trespass law has no course of redress. Yeah, I need to meet him. Yes.
I'll give him your card.
Yes. Does it sound like we're up the same alley?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just sued his ass. I was in the paper last week. It's still in the top 5. Go look at it online on the Punta, I think it's Port Charlotte Sun website. I'm still in the top 5. we're going to try to make case law. We're going to try to change the law. If you get trespassed, you should have the right, just like a ticket, to appeal it. And right now there is none. So, yeah, that's why I'm here. So all this stuff together, tell them, and like I said, the money's almost gone, has cost $25,000 total.
And he does his research, so. What is this right here? What's that?
This one,
what is that?
because I also am a YouTuber.
Okay, all right.
Okay, I hope you don't mind, we're in a public space. So yeah, I like, so here's an example. I am an activist, okay, and reporter for 10 years. I used to have 200 million views online, 200,000 subscribers. It's almost all gone on YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook. Do you want to know why? We have the documents. A tipster gave us the documents. This little Punta Gorda in Charlotte County literally taught classes on how if the government doesn't like what you're saying, strike it down. Get it taken down. And worse than that, it literally says in the documents, trespass them if you have to. Do you know where we're finding out this is? When you get a chance, tell them to look up, in fact, the state attorney told me about this one. Look into Florida slap laws. Florida slap laws. So do you know what a slap suit is?
No.
Okay, it used to be where if the government sued you trying to violate your free speech, shut you down, that you could sue them for slap.
Right.
They changed it in 2015. Now it states any cause of action. If you're trespassing me, what is that?
To benefit them.
That's a cause of action. So guess what we're thinking of filing next? A slap suit. I could go on and on. But I do want to meet the legal criminal lady because she's already met me, and we got to find out.
And I think that gentleman right there with his backpack on, I think he's attorney too as well.
Which
the
one?
Gray shirt on.
Which
the
one?
Black gentleman right there with the gray shirt on. I think he's an attorney, if I'm not mistaken.
Really?
Yes.
I did not
he's
know
the
it.
one who initially came to us to get the jump start of the program. Back again, so Pastor had given him space, maybe a 15-minute space to speak to us and stuff. But I believe that's him. He's an attorney.
Really? And yes, they needed to get it restarted because it got really messed up years ago, as you know. Do you know how many times I reached out to the organization before, and it was always crickets. And then the first time I heard you guys were reuniting, and I literally came to the church here a couple of months ago. I did, and that's when I met the big guy. Yeah, that's when I met the big guy, and so I am in process. They are sending it up, you know, but I still need help. Here, and I'll end with this one. My case with Judge Bell. I had Judge Bell.
You did.
Do you have good feelings or bad feelings? Please tell me they're bad.
I don't know. I haven't been there in a long time.
He's a freaking nutcase. So here's what's good and bad.
Okay.
You know, and I know. Being a Christian can be good, bad, but if you're an extremist Christian constitutionalist, whatever he is, and we have the audio recording. If you heard my court hearing, you'd be like, what? It was like kangaroo court, railroad. It was insane, and he knowingly violated the law. They turned my free speech into disturbing the peace. Anyways, I just sued him for $30 million in federal court, personally, federally.
Okay. You know, it's just like, you know, if one says this, you got to have the other entity cover this entity to cover this entity.
Oh, it's bad.
It just snowballs.
Okay, I'll make it even more interesting. Do you know what else I put in the federal lawsuit? Conspiracy. When two or more are, see?
Yeah.
Because they did. We have the email. They literally talked about, it was the city manager, Greg Murray, Punta Gorda, talked to the police, who the police said in the email, we've been talking to state attorney's office, Myra Fox, who in my opinion is evil incarnate. She hates me, I hate her.
What's her name?
Myra Fox.
Okay, all right.
Okay, she's bad. Okay. Bad. Okay. So anyways, where they talk about, if you get enough people to complain, we'll turn it into a crime. Is that a crime in itself, saying that?
That's a crime.
That's a crime.
That's premeditated.
So
right
here's what's crazy. You know, and I know they fully supported the black. I was in both marches, Black Lives Matters. Okay, they fully supported. You know, the Democrats were just here for abortion protests. They fully supported that. Then when the gun people were here wanting to get the guns, that was years ago. They fully supported it. One little white old guy goes out there and you lose your shit. What's going on, man?
No, somebody had the audacity to question their authority and to question their stance and put a light on what there is. So when you did that,
I did that.
Pray for your protection. Pray for everything.
Oh, do that.
9 yards.
Do you know why they really lost their mind? It was because I was calling out, in my opinion. I'm from Michigan. I'm 57. Okay, I was calling out.
You know what? That's the best. I'm sorry to cut you off, but that's the best part.
What?
When you're not from here, when you're not from Florida,
yes.
When you're not, it's different in other states.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
It is.
So for somebody, I consider you like an outsider, even though I don't know how long you've lived here.
Since 2000.
Still consider you as an outsider, and you see the processes here.
Yes.
That's big.
So I thought Grand Rapids, Michigan was messed up until I came here. And then, you know, for our schools compared to your schools here, and my dad just died a couple years ago. I was just back up there. The schools up there are still free. And here's what I mean by free, okay? There's still no fence. There's still no barbed wire.
Right.
There's not cops and dogs everywhere,
Right.
okay? And that's what's happening here. The kids don't know a difference, man. They're in jail. All of a sudden they get busted. They go to jail. They don't know what the difference is because they already were in a jail getting indoctrinated and propagandized. Agree or disagree?
Agree. It's so funny you would say that because I was in the gym today and there was something on the table. I saw a blurb on the television said something about arguments regarding black studies or black history studies or something like that.
In Florida?
Yes.
Yeah, they're trying to stop it, man.
But you know what? That's why. History is history.
Why can't you teach it? If you don't teach it, you will repeat it.
But history is history.
Exactly. If you don't teach history, you will repeat it.
And you can make an elective. History is history.
Correct.
What's the difference?
So this
American history, African, whatever you want to call it.
So this is when they really lost their mind. You might have heard about this one. I did it multiple places. In my opinion, I'm old. I don't know how young you are. Okay, you look really young. So, all right, I know my history and what happened in 1942. So they really lost their mind when I started comparing. You know, and I know. In my opinion, the cops took the American flag, desecrated it, turned it into the blue line flag. I was comparing it to Hitler's swastika flag that they had worshipped, and they lost their. But it's the same thing. They want you to worship the blue line flag, yes or no? Okay, I can even blow your mind one more time. Check this out.
You know, because you know what? I never knew. I see the flag change. I see so many people with the blue flag, but I never had the opportunity. What exactly does that mean?
That's the police flag. They would like you to worship it. I am dead serious. I am dead serious. Not a joke.
And you know what else? My kids, our family is very. The kids, they really look into things. They don't take your word.
Right.
They're going to research it. And so, like, we were at the game the other night.
Right.
And so then we stood to do the Pledge of Allegiance.
Right.
My son put my hand down. I said, He says, Mom. He says, why are we pledging to a country? Why are we pledging to a flag? Why are we pledging to their way of life? Why are we pledging? And I have to step back. The only person we should be pledging to is God. I have to step back.
There you go.
I have to step back and think about it.
There you go.
I have to step back and
They
think
want
about
allegiance. Here's an example. They keep saying we're free. Then why do we have the most amount of people in jail and prison than the whole rest of the world? Why did somebody write a book? You ever heard of Dershowitz, one of the best lawyers in America? He wrote a book that's called 3 Felonies a Day. There's so many laws on the book. There's so many laws in the books, local, state, and federal. You're breaking 3 laws right now just sitting there. So when the cops, they keep saying, swear allegiance to us, obey us, and all that stuff. I always say, Or if I meet somebody that says we should swear allegiance to that, I always tell them, get the book 3 Felonies a Day. Let me know when I can charge you, ruin your life and your family's life. Because you know and I know.
I'm gonna give this book to my son. He's gonna read it. Trust me, he will.
And it's on audio too. It's a long book. It's on audio too. Okay. Yeah, read it.
He'll look it up. He will.
Yeah, read it. Really good. So that's how out of control it is. You're breaking the law right now because it's so. Our founding fathers fought for freedom or for everything to be illegal? Yes, that's correct. Freedom. That is correct. And so that's why they hate me here, because I said the F word, freedom.
You did it, right?
I know, right? I did it.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
God bless you. I pray everything in your endeavors work out.
Yeah, we're working on it. We're trying. It's a long process, sadly.
It is, but at the same time, make sure you take care of your health. Okay?
Oh no, yeah, yes.
Because it can get to the point where it's really stressful. So make sure you guys take time for yourself in between this.
I would rather die a patriot standing on my feet, though, right?
I know. You can do that at the same time, but still take care of your health.
That's true. I am tomorrow. We're going to take the wife out for the birthday.
Okay.
What was your name again?
Latasha.
Andy?
Andy, my pleasure.
Yeah, I definitely want to meet him.
I'll give you your card.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you for sharing. Thank you for taking
That's why we're here, right?
Meet and greet, right? Yes. Oh my God.
Well, I want to find out why are people here? What are you doing? What do you think? What's happened to you?
This is my first one coming on in, but I'm gonna learn more.
Well, now that we've had one, if they broadcast it even more, yes, that would be nice. Yeah, I got to meet some people at the table. Good to meet you.